Hey, Tipo here. Ready for some fun English? Let's go.
Welcome back to Podcast and Chill, everyone. We are happy to see you again in this episode.
It's always fun to talk about interesting things. Today, we are talking about hobbies.
I love hobbies, so Gwen, what is your favorite hobby?
I love painting. It helps me relax and be creative. How about you?
I enjoy playing the guitar. Because girls like it, right? It sounds romantic.
Oh, well, I hope you don't get hit when performing.
Hey,
Anyway, let's start and find the joy in hobbies together.
all right, here we go. There are many hobbies people enjoy.
Yes. For example, reading books. Reading is fun and helps us learn new things. We can read stories, learn about history, or read about science.
We can also draw and paint. Painting is creative and makes us feel relaxed. We can use many colors and make beautiful pictures.
Playing a musical instrument is also a great hobby. It is fun and helps us focus. We can learn to play the guitar, piano, or even the violin. Making music is a wonderful way to express our feelings.
Yes, and gardening is another good hobby. It helps us feel calm and enjoy nature.
There are so many hobbies to try. Each hobby brings joy and benefits to our lives. For example, some people like to write stories or poems. Others enjoy dancing or acting in plays.
Yes, hobbies make our lives better and more interesting. They give us something to look forward to and help us use our free time in a good way. Everyone should find a hobby they love.
Finding a new hobby can be exciting. It can open up new opportunities and help us discover new talents.
So don't be afraid to try new things. There's always something out there for everyone.
And remember, hobbies are not just for fun. They can also help us grow as people, learn new skills, and make new friends.
So let's start exploring and enjoy the many benefits of having a hobby. Let's talk more about how to find a new hobby. Sometimes people want to try something new but don't know where to start.
That's a good question. It's important to explore different activities to see what truly interests us.
Absolutely. So, Gwen, what's the first step in finding a new hobby?
The first step is to think about what you enjoy and what interests you. Make a list of things you like or are curious about.
For example, if you like being outdoors, maybe try hiking or gardening. If you enjoy being creative, try painting or playing a musical instrument.
Yes, and once you have a list, start trying out different activities. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. You might find something you really love.
Exactly. Trying new things can be so exciting. You never know what might become your next passion. How about taking a class or joining a group?
That's a very effective method, Leo. Taking a class can help you learn the basics and meet people who share the same interest. For instance, if you want to learn to cook, sign up for a cooking class.
And joining a group or community can be really helpful.
Yes, you can learn from others' experiences. And it's also a great way to make new friends. Social interaction is an important part of enjoying a hobby.
Totally agree. And remember, it's okay if you try something and don't like it. That's part of the process. Just keep exploring until you find what makes you happy.
Sometimes it takes a few tries to find the right fit.
So, Gwen, have you ever found a hobby you love by trying something new?
Yes, I once took a pottery class out of curiosity and ended up really enjoying it. It was different from my usual activities and quite relaxing.
For me, I discovered my love for photography by just picking up a camera one day and experimenting. Now, it's one of my favorite hobbies.
Indeed, finding a new hobby is all about enjoying the process and discovering new things about yourself.
All right, Gwen, we've talked about finding new hobbies, but what about balancing hobbies with our daily lives?
The key is time management. First, we need to prioritize our tasks and activities. Make a list of what needs to be done and what can wait.
Writing things down can really help us see where our time goes.
Yes, and once we have a clear view of our schedule, we can allocate specific time slots for our hobbies. For example, if you enjoy reading, set aside 30 minutes before bed every night.
That sounds doable. Even small time slots can make a big difference. I like to play the guitar for 15 minutes during my lunch break. It refreshes my mind.
That's a good strategy, Leo. Another tip is to combine hobbies with daily activities. For instance, if you enjoy listening to podcasts, do it while commuting or exercising.
Great point, Gwen. Multitasking can be really effective. And how about setting goals?
Like finishing a book by the end of the month or learning a new song on the guitar each week. Setting achievable goals can keep us motivated. It gives us something to work towards and helps us stay committed to our hobbies.
Absolutely. And remember, it's okay to say no sometimes. If you're too busy, don't take on extra tasks that will eat into your hobby time.
Hobbies should be fun, not another source of stress.
Precisely. It's about finding a balance.
Hobbies should enhance our lives, not complicate them. Take breaks when needed and don't push yourself too hard.
Hobby, meaning an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. Example, gardening is a popular hobby that many people enjoy. Instrument, meaning a tool or device used to produce musical sounds. Example, learning to play a musical instrument like the piano can be very rewarding. Relax, meaning free from tension and anxiety. Example, after painting, I feel very relaxed and happy. Discover, meaning to find something new or learn something for the first time. Example, I discovered a new hobby when I tried pottery. Balance, meaning when things are equal or fair, not too much of one thing and not too little of another. Example, it's important to balance work and hobbies to lead a fulfilling life. What hobbies are mentioned in the conversation and what are their benefits? The hobbies mentioned include reading books, drawing, playing musical instruments, gardening, writing stories, dancing, and acting. They help with learning, relaxation, focus, feeling calm, and enjoying nature. Hobbies make life more interesting, allow us to discover new talents, and support personal growth. What suggestions does Gwen give for finding a new hobby and how are they helpful? Gwen suggests thinking about your interests, making a list, trying different activities, and joining a class or group. These suggestions help explore new hobbies, learn new skills, and make friends. All right, Gwen, we've talked about finding and balancing hobbies. Now, let's talk about turning hobbies into passions.
That's a great topic, Leo. Turning a hobby into a passion can be incredibly fulfilling. It's about taking something you love and diving deeper into it.
Absolutely. So, Gwen, how can someone turn their hobby into a passion?
The first step is to dedicate time and effort to your hobby. Consistency is key. The more you practice and engage with your hobby, the more skilled and passionate you become.
And don't be afraid to invest in your hobby. Whether it's buying better equipment, taking advanced classes, or spending more time on it, investing in your hobby shows your commitment.
That's true. It's also important to set goals. Clear, achievable goals can help you measure your progress and keep you motivated. For instance, if you're into painting, aim to complete a certain number of artworks each month.
And don't forget to challenge yourself. Trying new techniques, pushing your limits, and stepping out of your comfort zone can really help you grow.
Exactly. Growth often happens outside of our comfort zones. Another tip is to connect with others who share your passion. Join clubs, online forums, or attend events. Networking can provide support and inspiration.
Speaking of connecting with others, sharing your hobby with the world can also turn it into a passion. Start a blog, create a YouTube channel, or use social media to showcase your work.
Yes, sharing your passion can also open up opportunities for feedback and collaboration, which can further enhance your skills and enthusiasm.
And who knows, your passion might even turn into a career. There are many examples of people who have done just that. Steve Jobs, who turned his passion for technology into the globally influential company Apple. Even smaller scale examples, like a friend of mine who loves baking and now runs a successful bakery.
That's inspiring. Another example is someone who loves photography and becomes a professional photographer, capturing weddings and special events. Passion can indeed lead to a fulfilling career.
Exactly. And even if it doesn't become a career, your passion can still bring joy and fulfillment to your life. It's all about doing what you love and loving what you do.
So, to our listeners, if you have a hobby you truly enjoy, consider dedicating more time and effort to it. Dive deep, set goals, and challenge yourself. Who knows where it might lead?
And remember, it's never too late to turn a hobby into a passion. Whether you're young or old, if something makes you happy, go for it.
Let's encourage everyone to explore their hobbies more deeply and see where their passions can take them. The journey itself can be incredibly rewarding.
Right on, Gwen. So, listeners, go ahead and take that hobby to the next level. Make it a passion, and who knows, it might just change your life. All right, next, let's dive into the social benefits of hobbies. Hobbies aren't just fun. They can also help us connect with others.
That's right, Leo. Engaging in hobbies can create opportunities to meet new people and form meaningful relationships.
Exactly. So, Gwen, what are some ways hobbies can help us connect with others?
One way is by joining clubs or groups related to your hobby. For instance, if you enjoy reading, you can join a book club where members discuss their favorite books.
Yes. Or if you love playing sports, joining a local team or league can be a great way to meet people and make new friends.
Another way is by participating in community events or workshops. These activities allow you to learn and share your passion with others who have similar interests.
Absolutely. And competitions or contests are also great. Whether it's a cooking contest, a chess tournament, or an art show, these events bring people together and create a sense of community.
Correct, Leo. And these shared experiences often lead to strong bonds and lasting friendships. When people come together over a common interest, it creates a foundation for deeper connections.
Speaking of which, I have a friend who met his best friend at a guitar class. They started jamming together and now they even perform at local cafes.
That's a wonderful example, Leo. I've also seen people form close friendships through volunteer groups, where they share a passion for helping others while building strong social ties.
Another great thing about hobbies is that they can bridge generational gaps. For example, I love seeing kids and their grandparents bonding over gardening or playing board games together.
Indeed, hobbies can bring together people of different ages, backgrounds, and cultures. They create a space where everyone feels included and valued.
And let's not forget the online communities. With the internet, it's easier than ever to connect with people who share your interests, no matter where they are in the world.
Yes, online forums, social media groups, and virtual events can provide support, advice, and camaraderie, even if you can't meet in person.
To our listeners, if you're looking to make new friends or strengthen existing relationships, consider diving into a hobby. It's a fun and rewarding way to connect with others.
Fulfilling, meaning making you feel happy and satisfied because you are doing something important or useful. Example, volunteering at the shelter was a fulfilling experience for her. Camaraderie, meaning a feeling of good friendship and trust among a group of people. Example, the camaraderie among the teammates was evident during their victory celebration. Passion, meaning a strong and barely controllable emotion or enthusiasm for something. Example, her passion for painting is evident in her beautiful artwork. Community, meaning a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. Example, joining a club can help you feel like part of a community. Connect, meaning bring together or into contact so that a real or notional link is established. Example, social media allows people to connect with friends and family easily. What are some steps mentioned for turning a hobby into a passion? To turn a hobby into a passion, you should spend time on it regularly and practice a lot. Set goals for yourself and try new things to get better. You can also buy better tools or take classes to improve. Sharing your hobby with others online and connecting with people who like the same things can also help make your hobby a passion. How can hobbies help people connect with others and form meaningful relationships? Hobbies can help you meet new people by joining clubs or teams, going to events, or entering contests. These activities let you make friends and feel part of a community. Hobbies can also bring together people of different ages and backgrounds. Online groups make it easy to find others who like the same hobbies, no matter where they live.
We hope our listeners are inspired to dive into their hobbies.
Or even discover new ones.
Remember, it's all about having fun and finding joy in what you do.
Exactly. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Podcast and Chill. We hope you found our discussion helpful and motivating.
And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. We love hearing your feedback.
Yes, and feel free to share your own hobby experiences with us. We'd love to hear your stories and maybe even share them in a future episode.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning,
And most importantly, keep having fun with your hobbies.
goodbye, everyone.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Podcast and Chill. I'm Leo.
And I'm Gwen.
We're so glad you're joining us today.
Today, we're diving into something that can really change your life. Habits.
Habits are the small things we do every day, but they add up and shape who we are.
So, whether it's something like drinking water in the morning or reading a book before bed, these little habits can make a big difference.
And today, we'll show you how to build habits that actually stick. Stay tuned. So, Gwen, why are habits so powerful?
Good question, Leo. Simply put, they make our days easier.
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
Well, when something becomes a habit, your brain doesn't have to make a decision.
How come?
Your brain loves habits because they're like a shortcut to getting things done. Imagine your brain as a busy boss, always juggling a million things. Habits are like your personal assistants, taking care of the basic tasks so you can focus on the big stuff.
It's not like I have a lot of basic tasks that need to be taken care of.
You might be surprised to learn that a huge chunk of what we do every day is basically on autopilot.
A huge chunk?
According to a study from Duke University, about 40% of our daily actions are habits.
Wow, that much? So, by having habits, I can save a lot of brain power.
That's right. And the icing on the top is good habits can help you get healthier, be more productive, and feel better.
Are you saying that habits can shape our lives?
That's right. It's the little things, done every day, that make the difference.
Give me an example, please.
Like if you read just 10 minutes every day, at the end of the year, that's over 60 hours of reading.
That's like a whole month of reading.
And here's another one. Drinking water first thing in the morning.
That sounds simple enough.
It really helps you wake up and feel more awake.
I usually grab coffee first. Maybe I'll try water instead and see how I feel.
Give it a go. The little habits we do every day can make a big difference in how we feel and how we do things.
All right, I'm on it. I'll start reading for 10 minutes every day. Let's see how it goes.
And before you know it, they become part of your routine already.
Gwen, I'm really curious about how habits actually form. Can you break it down for me?
Sure thing, Leo. Habits are formed through a simple loop: cue, routine, and reward.
A loop? What's the cue then?
The cue is like a trigger or a sign that gets things rolling. For example, when your alarm goes off in the morning, that's your cue to get up.
Oh, I see. So then comes the routine.
The routine is what you do after you get the cue. So when your alarm rings, your routine might be jumping out of bed and doing some quick stretches or exercises to get your day started.
Got it. And then what's the reward?
The reward is the payoff after you do the routine. It's like the good feeling you get when you're all stretched out and ready to go. You feel awake and energized.
So it's like a cycle. The cue gets me going, the routine is what I do, and the reward is how good I feel afterward.
That's right. And the more you repeat it, the easier it is to stick with it.
Wow, I think I'm finally getting the hang of how habits work. But let's admit that taking up a habit is not easy.
You're right, Leo. The key is to start small and be consistent. Don't try to dive in with a huge goal right off the bat.
How do you do that?
For example, if you want to work out, don't set a goal of an hour every day. Start with just 10 minutes.
10 minutes? That doesn't sound so bad. But will it actually make a difference?
Of course, a study by Dr. Philippa Lally at University College London found that consistency is what makes a habit stick.
So, it's all about doing it regularly, even if it's just a little bit at a time?
Yep. Think about brushing your teeth. Nobody needs to remind you, right? That's the power of consistency.
Well, yeah, that's true. I never miss it.
That's it. When you start small and keep it up, it's easier to make it part of your routine.
Sounds like I just need to stick with it and stay patient. I can do that.
Sure, you can. And so can you, our dear listeners.
All right, Gwen, let's go over some new vocabulary for today. First, icing on the top. It means something extra or special that makes a good situation even better. For example, the surprise party was great, but the cake was the icing on the top.
Second, get the hang of something. It means to learn how to do something well after some practice. For example, it took me a few tries, but I finally got the hang of cooking pasta.
Third, take up something. It means to start doing a new activity or hobby. For example, I decided to take up painting as a hobby.
Fourth, right off the bat. It means immediately or as soon as something begins. For example, he understood the problem right off the bat and started solving it.
Finally, keep it up. It means to continue doing something. For example, you're doing a great job, keep it up.
Now, let's discuss two questions about our topic. First question is, why do you think breaking tasks into small steps is important for forming habits?
It is because breaking tasks into smaller steps makes it easier to start and stay consistent without feeling overwhelmed.
That's a good point. The second question is, if you want to build a new habit, how would you start?
I'd start with a small, easy task and do it regularly until it becomes part of my routine.
What about you, listeners?
Share your answers in the comment section below. Hey Gwen, I've got this bad habit of checking my phone first thing in the morning. How do I kick that?
That's a tough one. But here's the thing. You don't have to cut it out completely.
How can I even do that?
Try replacing it with something better.
Replace it? How does that work?
Well, you could switch it up by doing something else,
For example,
like drinking a glass of water and taking 5 minutes to breathe deeply. That'll help you kick off the day on the right foot.
so you mean instead of just trying to stop the bad habit, I should fill the gap with something better?
That's right. When you replace it with a healthier habit, you're not leaving any room for the old one to creep back in.
That makes sense.
And over time, that healthy habit will stick. The more you do it, the less you'll even think about your phone.
I get it now. So, if I swap phone checking for water and a deep breath, I might actually feel better.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give it a shot tomorrow morning.
You definitely should.
But how do I know if it's actually working?
That's a great question. One way to stay on track is to track your progress.
Do you mean writing down what I do every day?
Things like that. You can keep a simple journal or use an app to keep an eye on your habits.
Does that help with maintaining my habits?
Apparently, it does. Teresa Amabile and Stephen Kramer found that when you see yourself making progress, even if it's just a little bit, it really motivates you to keep going.
Who are they?
They are two professors from Harvard.
Sound legit. So just looking back and seeing what I've done makes me want to keep going?
You've got the point.
I see. It's kind of like a reminder that I'm not just doing this for nothing.
And that positive feedback encourages you to carry on.
I feel like I need something to push me a bit more.
That's where rewards come in. You can treat yourself when you hit a goal.
Like what?
So, for example, if you keep up your habit for 30 days, you could reward yourself with something you really like. Maybe something on your wish list.
How does that work?
When you have something to look forward to, it makes it easier to stay on track.
I see. I'm with you on that.
So, a reward helps you stay focused and gives you a sense of achievement, which pushes you to keep going.
I love the idea of treating myself. I'll definitely try that for my next goal.
And don't forget, rewards help you stay consistent in the long run.
All right, Gwen, let's go over some more vocabulary today. First, cut something out. It means to remove or stop doing something. For example, I decided to cut out sugar from my diet to feel better.
Second, switch something up. It means to change or replace something to make it different. For example, let's switch up the routine today and try something new.
Third, creep back in. It means something slowly returns or reappears, often unexpectedly. For example, old habits can creep back in if you're not careful.
Fourth, give something a shot. It means to try or attempt something, even if you're not sure it will work. For example, I'm not sure if I can do it, but I'll give it a shot.
Finally, keep an eye on something. It means to watch something carefully or pay attention to it. For example, can you keep an eye on the oven? All right, Gwen, here's a question for you.
Sure. What is it?
What's a good way to break a bad habit?
I would say replacing the bad habit with a healthier one, so there's no room for the old habit to come back.
That makes sense. Now, it's your turn to ask me a question.
All right, Leo. If you're trying to stay focused, how do you keep yourself on track?
I try to break tasks into smaller steps and focus on one thing at a time.
Wise move.
So, Gwen, after everything we've talked about, what's the big takeaway?
Well, Leo, small habits really can make a big difference. It's all about starting small and sticking with it.
Yeah, just pick one habit and begin today, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes a day.
And if you keep at it, you'll see positive changes in your life.
So, what are you going to do? I'm going to start with reading for 10 minutes a day.
I love that. I'm thinking about taking up running for 10 minutes every day.
That's great. And what about you, our listeners?
Tell us what you're going to do in the comment section below.
Thanks for tuning in to Podcast and Chill. I'm Leo.
And I'm Gwen. See you next time.